It's the 11th of October. This is our 11th video, 10 weeks since we planted the Styrian black pumpkins. As you can see, they're growing really well, and I'm going to take you around now and have a look at how big the pumpkins are growing. So you can see them in here. They're growing really well. The bees have found them now. We're still checking of a morning to see if there are any that we need to hand pollinate, but the bees are in them, so we're not quite so worried about whether or not we're going to actually find any. So you can see there's pumpkins of all different sizes. Some of these ones up this end have only just been set, and some are even only just having new flowers now. But for the majority of them, there's some lovely big pumpkins starting to grow. We've been having really windy weather, and it's also been really dry. We haven't had any rain, so we're having to keep the water up to these pumpkins, so we're watering every second day, and if it gets hotter, then we'll have to water them every day because they do need plenty of water to grow really well. That's it till next time.
Here we are, another pumpkin video. We haven't had any female flowers in a week, so the pumpkins are pretty much finished and we're just waiting for them to get ripe. So there's quite a few nice big pumpkins in there, but you probably won't be seeing any more. Thank you.
It's the 25th of October. This is our 13th video, so 12 weeks since we planted these Styrian black pumpkins. As you can see, they're still growing strongly. They have stopped flowering now, except for a few male flowers, and the pumpkins themselves are just developing. This one here is starting to get a little bit of yellowish colour in it, so they will be starting to ripen soon and they'll be starting to go orange. There's a few more through here, some really nice big ones over here. So they can get to be really big pumpkins. I don't know how they'll go, how big they'll get this year, because we haven't had very much rain. We've been watering them, but there hasn't been much rain. So we'll see how we go. Hopefully we'll get a bit of rain and that'll help them grow a bit bigger before they ripen.
Welcome to video number 13, which means it's 12 weeks. We had a bit of a dry spell and the pumpkins stopped producing female flowers, although you can just see in there is a female flower. The pumpkins are going yellow, which means it will be soon time to harvest them. There's still some weeds growing in here, which we'll pull out. The bees are getting in there, so there's no need for us to hand pollinate anymore. And that's our exciting Styrian black pumpkin garden.
It's the 8th of November, our 15th video, and 14 weeks since we planted these Styrian black pumpkins. And today is a special day because it's time to harvest some. So, here's some lovely looking ones that are nicely coloured up now. Nice and bright, getting a yellowy orange colour into them. But how do you tell when they're ready to pick? Well, you have to look for some clues. So, basically, we start to pick them once this little tendril has died off. And you can see that's brown, and so we've decided that this pumpkin's ready to pick Here's another one over here that has the same thing, the little brown tendril, and we're going to snip that off with a good pair of secateurs, and there we have our pumpkin. Now, yeah, just dust the dirt off the bottom and then grab another one. And the dirt off the bottom.
I'm wearing gloves because they're a little bit spiky, and I'll take these up, put them on our veranda for waiting for the rest of them to get ready.
So the other interesting thing that we noticed today when we came down to look at these pumpkins was that there were some bees buzzing around, and they seem to have gone now. Oh no, there's one. But they were actually not looking for the pumpkin flowers, they were actually buzzing around the leaves, getting the mould that's grown on the leaves. And so that was really interesting because, like, okay, everybody thinks, well, bees just eat the pollen, but here they are harvesting this mould off the leaves. Very interesting. So gardening's not just about harvesting your produce, it's about having fun looking at all the insect life in the garden as well. So you can see that there's actually some other pumpkins that are getting ready. They're nice coloured as well, and we'll be back to harvest more, if not this week, then next week. So stay tuned. It's the 16th of November and this is our 16th Styrian black pumpkin seed video. So it's 15 weeks since we planted these Styrian black pumpkins, and these are the ones that we harvested last week. We harvested some more yesterday, and there's only one left on the vine now, and it was too green to pick, so we'll be picking it later. This one here looks a bit green still as well, but it has got some orange on it, and so it was okay to pick it.
Yeah, we might leave that there and not process that one today, because we'll probably only be able to process half of these, and so the greenest one we'll leave till...
Yeah, let them ripen up a bit more for another day and wait for another sunny day, because we've chosen to do this today because it's a nice sunny day and it's perfect for doing our dehydrating using the solar energy from our solar panels. So let's go inside, let's grab a pumpkin and go inside. Let's get to work. Okay, so the next job is to get the pumpkin seeds out of the pumpkin. Now you can see that I can just scoop them out with my hand, and you can see that they've actually got no hull at all on them. It's just the bare seeds. Very easy to process. It's a little bit slippery and messy, but basically we're going to pull them off, trying not to get any of their orange fibrous stuff into the sieve, because when we wash them we want to make sure that they're pretty clean.
Yeah, we wash them because they're a little bit slimy on the outside, and we store them for up to a year. We eat them from one harvest to the next, so you want to make sure they don't grow mouldy. So we give them a bit of a wash in the sieve, and then we
dry them in a towel. So here's some that we've actually dried in the towel, and then we move them from the towel into the dehydrator. You can see we've got a nice stack of trays here. We're going to fill those up and make sure that we're doing the maximum amount we can, so that we're using our solar energy and being nice and sustainable.
Yes.
These ones here, the shells of the pumpkins, you can see the flesh is just a mild colour. It's not good tasting pumpkin. It's not pumpkin that you wouldn't eat. They feed it to cattle, and so we just compost all of ours, and that means it goes back into the garden.
Yay!
Okay, so here's some that we had left over that we can... This is last year's harvest.
And that's all we've got left.
Yeah, we ate the rest. And you can see They're still nice and crunchy. Oh yeah, crunchy and nutty, and they still taste delicious. Okay, so from this lot of seed here, we will save this year's seed. We'll save the best seed to plant next year's pumpkins, and then we'll eat the rest.
Yay!